I've got to start speaking. Hello YouTubers, my best friends in the world. Okay, so what's next? I'll show you, shall I? This is what's on offer today. So remember we did the journal covers the other day? Or it might have been a month depending on when you watched it. Well, I'm here just to show you how they ended up. Or not, they're still not complete, you know. But they're better than they were. So it's a bit of a show and tell really, I suppose. So this was the first one that I kind of completed with the Hessian inside. That's complete now. But I haven't, where are you? I haven't decided whether I'm going to go that side. I think that's better. Whether I'm going to put inserts into them and then put them on the Etsy shop, or whether to just put them on the Etsy shop. What do you think? What would you like? So we're going to go through them anyway because I still haven't decided whether I'm putting inserts into them or not. So this is the pink one. I'm going to call it the pink one. Let's see if we can get you into shot so you can see all of it behind me. So that's the front cover, and I put ribbon, no it isn't ribbon, it's lace, if I can get it undone, on the side. So this is all sort of butterfly content, butterfly-ish. Well, no, it is butterflies, not ish. There's no ish about it, is that they are butterflies, definitely. And I've done some little gems, oh, wrong side, little gems for stars on each of the corners, and I have stitched, as you can see. So that's the front. This is the back, which I'd say it's plain, but it's so not plain, because obviously it's decoupaged and laces around the edge, but it's plain. I haven't put anything else on it. And the text, it is quite textured. I'm going to see if I can get quite close to this. So you can see it is textured, the actual finish. It's by no means super silky soft. However, it does feel fabricy rather than papery. And then voila to the opening. Should we go? Should we do the opening? And the opening, I can't see if you can see because the camera's in front of me, not behind me. So peekaboo, there you go. And in each of the corners there, I've put a little butterfly. In each of the corners and laced all around the edge and down the middle, which I just think is super pretty. And again, I haven't put no inserts in. And Dotty, and I say that's paper, it's not, it's fairly stiff card, that's 200 gram. This printed, it's card stock, that's 200 grams, so it's not by any means flimsy. Some of the places or the corners I have left the little bits of cotton because I like it. And the ribbon, oh, it's not ribbon, it's so not ribbon. The lace, which was stark white originally, but it was too white, if you can get such a thing. So I did it, oh sorry, what did I do to it? I kind of inked it over with, let me think of the colour. Vintage rose? No, antique rose? Something like that anyway, from one of Tim Holt's die pads. But I can't actually remember the colour. It was vintage rose, is it? Something like that. Anyway, so just to take the edge off the whiteness, because it was too white, stuck out like a sore thumb, and I didn't want that. So that's that one. The question now is, should I or shouldn't I put an insert? And when I say an insert, maybe look over there because coffee dyed paper is drying. What do you think? Do you want 10 just, I'm going to say plainish pages, inserts, or do you just want the cover? I don't know. You tell me. Now, this one was this one. I haven't got a favourite, although I have got all of them as a favourite. This one I'm calling the green one. And this has got lace on. I'm going to try and show you that way. And I'll undo it in a second so you can see all of the cover. But this is how I've just tied it up at the minute. And on the side done some lace. So I've tied it up with some creamish borderline lemon lace. Lots of it. So you're getting probably about a metre of lace, which I have taken through the metal rings that we put in onto the other side. This side is super long and the back one is not quite as long because this is the one you wrap around the front. So this is the front, which I have painted and stamped and decoupaged on. So, and then I laced the edge. And there's the back, if we can see it. And it is super pretty. Quite grungy, but I'm not a delicate-y, fluffy, flowery type of person. I'm a grungy, how do you describe it? I don't know if nobody's ever been able to describe me because I'm indescribable as such, but you know what I mean. I'm not this fancy floral. I love it, and I love vintage, and I love chic, shabby chic. But this is more my style. Just I don't know what I'm not. I don't know what I'm not in order to say what I am. So I put 2 clear butterflies at the top. Let me just get the ribbon out, lace out of the way. Then I've laced down the centre, and then I've put lace again as just some added fringe. The inside then, you're getting all dizzy now because I've been flipping and flowing. Again, decoupaged. And again, these covers are not smooth. I don't want them smooth. They're very not even major wrinkly, but you know, they're softish, fabricy. I mean, you can bend them, and they don't really sound like fabric. But I just wanted the texture there, you know, so I haven't ironed them or anything. I just wanted it as is. And I've again laced down the middle. I hope this is doing it justice, to be honest. Now again, do I want to do an insert in that? So I'm pulling this one around, the front one goes around. I can do it, now I've done it. And around, and then we twist here, which is at the front, we twist. And we tie on the back. But you don't have to, you could tie a big bow on the front if you wanted to. But I kind of liked that wrapped up look. So I just did it like that. You could do it the other way around if you wanted to. Vintage lace all the way around, and I just like that feel. There's a feel to each one. It has got its own feel. That makes sense. I know what I mean. Because I believe that when people are decorating or doing stuff, whatever energy you're working with at that time is what goes into the finished product. So this was very nostalgic, sort of. So that was the third one. The fourth one is kind of blue. It didn't start out that way, but it ended up that way. Blue and sort of silver, really. And again, I've done a beautiful length. I mean, there's probably 2, maybe 1.5 meters of lace. And so the front undoes and it unravels. So we have that coming through the front of the book, lots of it. And it is beautiful, beautiful lace. I've got it in loads of different colours, and I mean loads of different colours. And it's probably about, I don't know how wide that lace is actually, it's about 1.5 inches wide, so it's a good substantial. Anyway, so that's the front, and again quite grungy, but that's the style I wanted. And I have laced inside of this one, top and bottom as well. And then on this middle bit, I've added another bit of lace, which is much thinner and quite darker, much darker, not quite darker, there's no such thing. And then the back is sort of stamped randomly and oddly, and not even with any, you know, it just is, just random. I hope I'm not going too quick for you. And the inside, what I've done, oh, I got you on camera there, yeah. So the inside I've covered with about 200 gram cardstock, and it's almost like greeny blues, but really pretty. You see, I do pretty, but not in the sense that you think. And I've done all the way around the edge, top and bottom and middle, with the lace. Yeah, can you see? I'm hoping you can. Yeah. And again, no signature yet. And this one, you can wrap it up however you want. But I liked the way I wrapped it up before, which was front to back and back to front. We can still do it. Let me just see if I can get you on camera to do this. So I wrapped it that way and this way. I hope I haven't gone too quick for you, so that you can actually see what has been achieved here. Wrapped again. I just love this lace. I love lace. I am a lacy girl, you see, but I'm not, yeah, lacy. But I'm not I am pretty roses, only on my shabby chic side though. But I'm not in terms of doing junk journals and stuff. Maybe that's where I was trying to go with that. That I am quite grungy when it comes to doing journals. And you see, I do love bows. So I do pretty, don't get me wrong. But I also love steampunky and grungy. So that's why I am a fusion of lots of different styles in all walks of my life. So there's the blue one, I'm going to call it. It's the blue one, the green one. So what do we think? Do we want inserts? Do we want copy inserts? Pink one and mixed one. All available on the Etsy site, okay? I'll just leave there. You can see them. Sorry. So, what else have I got to tell you? Hopefully tomorrow is going to be a better day, and I can get into the container gardening side. Hope you'll come and join me for that. Because if I don't, honestly, Jackie's going to be visiting with these beans. So over here to my right, your left, if you're looking at this, there is a whole rack of coffee dyed paper, and this is my new batch, so I've got to get spraying it. So can't show you it really because I've already done it. I could show you the actual, probably, just bear with me. I'm not sure this is a very good shot, but because I'm holding my Mac. So all the coffee dyed paper is drying on, I have a designated rack, and all these bits are falling down. Sorry, gotta just do that again, bear with me. Clatter. It's because I'm trying to film with one hand, and obviously the Mac, when you're doing it off a Mac, you've got the opposite thing showing up on the screen. So anyway, there's about 30 or 25, maybe 30 sheets, and on the floor there is lots of newspaper to catch all the drips, because the drips make nice drips on paper. All of this will get, once it's dried, it'll then get sprayed again. So yeah, let's give you a bit of seasickness going on. Sorry. Oh, that nearly wasn't the couch. I nearly fell on the floor. Nearly sat on the floor then. Okay. So yeah, so there's coffee dyed tea paper, come on, get a grip. It is nothing, it's not coffee and tea dyed. It is, I tell you what it is. When I went to, a bit of a story to how I got this coffee actually. I went to a coffee house and they were selling, a bit like Starbucks, give their coffee grounds away for gardeners, because there's so many benefits that they stop slugs in the garden. So I had a bag and it didn't quite get to the containers because I haven't done them yet, and it started to go off a little bit. So because it started to go off a little bit, I reboiled it, which then I had a load of coffee left over again. So I drained the coffee off the liquid and stored it in a big 2-litre bottle in my fridge. And it's actually really, I can still smell it on my hands. Smell the coffee, come on, smell it. It smells delicious. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, coffee in the fridge, cold water. So that's what I've used this time, and actually it's a really dark coffee. It's good stuff, obviously, because it's been percolated properly, or whatever they do in the steamer thing is. So that's much better than ground coffee. But what I do to get the good levels and depth of the staining that you want on vintage paper, I then let this dry, and then I'll again splatter it all. I just keep splattering it, or I just keep spraying it. I put it into a spray bottle, and then I keep spraying it with the same coffee. So you get different layers of, and it can take a couple of days actually to do. Yeah, it can take a couple of days to do. So I tend to start the process now, and then 3 days later I'll have these layers which will look more like it's been not only old and vintage, but dripped on and all of that. You know where I'm going with it, right? So where else? What else? So I think that I may put some, I've still got some of the covers to do. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 drying, and there's 1 on the floor. So I've still got another 5 to do, but I want to try and get these 4 that I've done. They're kind of, they could be complete now, but I could also still add to them by putting pages in them. And I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. So what do you think? Should I put pages in, or shouldn't I put pages in? That's the question. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do this quick update and say, you know, I hope you're having a really lovely time wherever you are, and that you're doing some crafting or having a nice day. And I'll come back and we'll catch up again soon. I definitely know one of the videos in the next couple of days, because I don't know what order I'm going to be putting these up to YouTube in. I'm just recording loads, different ones, and then I'll upload them in the order I want them uploaded. So in the meantime, just have a great day of whatever you're doing, and if you're not doing anything and you're just relaxing, just enjoy it. But until the next time, I hope you never miss a rainbow because you were looking down. Stay positive, my friends, and I'll see you again soon. Love you all very, very much, all the way around the world and back again. Bye.